Man, I've been flooded with millions since I was just 16 years old. NBA YoungBoy is back, and he's definitely not slowing down. After everything he's been through, the man is still out here living like royalty in the mountains of Utah. And when I say royalty, I mean it literally. This brother has a car collection that'll make your jaw drop faster than his latest album. We're talking pink Bentleys, demon-powered muscle cars, off-road Lamborghinis, and wait for it, a literal civilian super tank. Yeah, you heard that right. A tank. Today, we're ranking every single car in NBA YoungBoy's 2026 multi-million-dollar collection. From number 10, all the way down to the absolute craziest vehicle you've ever seen. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for number 1 because it is absolutely insane. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, we have something that'll definitely turn heads. Though maybe not for the reasons YoungBoy intended. The pink Bentley Yeah, I said pink. Not red, not white, and not even that classy champagne color. We're talking straight up Barbie pink, rolling through the streets of Utah like a fashion statement on wheels. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bentayga itself is no joke. This thing is packing a W12 engine under the hood, which means you're getting 12 cylinders of pure British luxury and power. We're talking about a 6-figure SUV that comes with all-wheel drive, so it can actually handle those snowy Utah roads when winter hits. Inside, you've got hand-stitched leather, wood trim, and tech that would honestly make your smartphone jealous. But here's the thing, it's pink, like aggressively pink. It feels less like a rap superstar's ride and more like something one of his baby mamas picked out on a shopping spree while he just went along with it. The Bentayga is designed to be this sophisticated, elegant SUV that radiates old money class. But in this shade, it's giving off soccer mom who won the lottery vibes. Don't get me wrong, it's still a Bentley. It's worth more than most people's houses. And it glides down the highway like you're riding on a cloud made of $100 bills. But compared to the absolute monster sitting in the rest of his garage, this is the one you leave parked when you really want to make a statement. 10th place for the pink Bentayga. It's luxury, but it's not legendary. Moving up to number 9, we have something that captures NBA YoungBoy's energy way better than that pink Bentley ever could. The red SRT Demon. We aren't just talking about any Dodge Challenger here. We're talking about the Demon. This car is the absolute menace of American muscle. Let me put you on game for a second. This beast is packing 1,025 horsepower from a supercharged V8 engine. That's not a typo. We're talking over 1,000 horses ready to launch you into another dimension. It hits 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. That's faster than you can even finish this sentence. This thing doesn't just drive, it teleports with launch control and factory drag radio. It's built to embarrass supercars that cost triple the price. The Demon was engineered for one reason: to dominate the drag strip and make every other muscle car look slow. It's loud, aggressive, and has that classic American V8 rumble that'll wake up your entire neighborhood at 6 a.m. This isn't a car you just drive, it's a car you unleash. But here's the reality check. The Demon is basically allergic to anything that isn't a straight line. Curves, forget about it. Snow and ice, you're asking for trouble. This beast was designed for quarter-mile runs on perfect pavement. If you try taking this up a snowy mountain road in Utah, you'll be sliding sideways faster than YoungBoy drops new music. Still, you can't deny the raw power and the statement it makes. It's unapologetic American muscle that fits YoungBoy's wild, unpredictable energy perfectly. It's the kind of car that says, I don't care about your opinion. I'm doing me. 9th place goes to the Demon. Dice a beast, but it definitely has its limitations. Moving to number 8. We're stepping into Italian territory with the dark gray Lamborghini Urus S. Now, this is where things really start getting serious. The Urus S is Lamborghini's answer to the luxury SUV market. And let me tell you, they didn't come to play. This thing is packing 657 horsepower from a twin-turbo V8. That is more power than most supercars had just 10 years ago. All tucked inside an SUV, its all-wheel drive system is both aggressive and intelligent, meaning it can handle pretty much any road condition you throw its way. Rain, snow, or dirt roads, the Urus doesn't care. It'll grip the pavement and rip through all of it. The dark gray color YoungBoy chose really lean into that villain aesthetic. It's not flashy or screaming for attention, but when you see it rolling up, you know something serious has arrived. It has that murdered out look that says, I'm rich, but I'm still about that life. Inside, you're getting the full Lamborghini treatment. Carbon fiber everywhere, high-tech digital displays, and sport seats that hug you like they're trying to keep you safe at 150 miles per hour. Because, let's be real, that's exactly what they're designed for. Now, the only reason this isn't higher on the list is simple. Every other rapper has one. The Urus has become the go-to SUV for anyone in the industry with money to spend. Drake's got one, Travis Scott's got one, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper probably has one, too. It's almost become the new standard, which takes away some of that exclusivity. But don't get it twisted, that this is still an absolute monster of a vehicle. It's practical enough for daily driving, luxurious enough to impress anyone, and fast enough to embarrass sports cars at red lights. Given Utah's unpredictable weather and mountain roads, This is actually one of the smartest picks in his entire collection. 8th place for the It's Elite. It's just not unique enough to rank any higher. Moving on to number 7, we've got something that looks like it was designed by NASA and wrapped by aliens. The McLaren 600LT with that insane galaxy wrap. This car is straight up art on wheels. The 600LT is the long-tail version of the 570S, meaning it's lighter, more powerful, and way more track-focused than the standard model. We're talking 592 horsepower from a twin-turbo V8 sitting right behind your head. The exhaust pipes actually exit out of the top of the car, right behind your ears, so you hear every single pop, crackle, and bang from the engine. It's like having a symphony of mechanical violence following you everywhere you go. But we have to talk about that wrap galaxy print. Purple, blue, pink, stars, and nebula. It's the whole cosmic experience. This car looks like it could fly to another planet if you pushed it hard enough. It's the kind of look that makes people pull out their phones and start recording before you even drive past. It's basically a rolling Instagram post. McLarens are legendary for their track performance, and the 600LT is no exception. It's lightweight, aerodynamic, and handles like it's reading your mind. The steering is so precise you could practically thread a needle at 100 miles per hour. But here's the catch. It's not practical at all. It sits so low to the ground that you're basically scraping every speed bump you encounter. The suspension is stiff enough that you'll feel every single pebble on the pavement. In a place like Utah with all that snow, ice, and rough winter terrain, this thing is a total garage queen. It's the car you only bring out on perfect summer days when the roads are bone dry, and you want to absolutely stunt on everyone. It's a McLaren, so it earns respect automatically. And that galaxy wrap makes it a true one of one, but it's just not built for the environment YoungBoy lives in. 7th place for the 600LTTs, a showstopper, but it's definitely not a daily driver. This is Lamborghini's most track-focused version of the Huracan. It's significantly lighter than the standard model because they stripped out everything that wasn't absolutely necessary. Less weight means more speed, sharper handling, and a driving experience that'll make your heart rate spike the moment you step on the gas. Under the hood, you're getting a naturally aspirated V10 engine. No turbos, no superchargers, just pure, raw engine sound that screams all the way up to 8,500 RPM. It is, hands down, one of the best sounding engines ever made, period. When you fire this thing up, car alarms go off, dogs start barking, and babies start crying. It's that loud and that glorious. The Stow is rear-wheel drive, meaning all that power goes straight to the back wheels. That makes it incredibly fun to drive provided you actually know what you're doing. But it also means it's a handful in anything less than perfect conditions. Rain is sketchy, and snow is an absolute no. This car craves dry pavement and open roads where it can really stretch its legs. That bright green color, though it's giving off major energy drink commercial vibes. It looks like it runs on Monster Energy instead of premium gas. It's loud, it's obnoxious, and it demands attention everywhere it goes. You couldn't be subtle in this car if you tried. The SDO is an incredible machine, and easily one of the most exciting Lamborghinis you can buy. But it's just not practical for Utah winters. And that color is a bit much, even for someone as bold as YoungBoy. Still, you can't deny its presence. 6th place for the Huracan Stow. It's wild, but there's even crazier stuff coming. Before we get into the top 5, let me give you some context on why these rankings matter, especially for someone living where NBA YoungBoy does. Utah isn't your average place to own a supercar collection. Salt Lake City and the surrounding mountain areas deal with some serious weather. We're talking for full seasons, and winter here doesn't play around. Some areas near the canyons get over 500 inches of snow per year. That's more than 40 feet of snow. The roads get icy, hilly, and flat out dangerous if you're not behind the wheel of the right vehicle. Most supercars are built for perfect weather and smooth pavement. They sit low, have stiff suspensions, and are usually rear-wheel drive. That is a recipe for disaster when you're facing black ice and mountain snowstorms. When you're ranking a car collection in Utah, you can't just look at the price tag or the horsepower. You have to ask, can this thing actually handle the environment? Or is it just going to sit in a garage for 8 months out of the year? That's why some of these upcoming cars are ranked higher than you might expect. YoungBoy didn't just buy these for the flex. He bought vehicles that can actually survive and thrive in the mountains. Now, let's get back into it. Ranking number 5. Things are heating up now. At number 5, we have the camera-wrapped Lamborghini Huracan. This right here is where YoungBoy proves he's not just buying cars for Instagram, he's actually thinking about his surroundings. The Storado is Lamborghini's answer to a question nobody really asked. What if we took a supercar and made it off-road capable? Somehow, they actually pulled it off. This thing features a lifted suspension compared to the standard Huracan, and is equipped with specialized off-road tires for extra grip and durability. It even has skid plates underneath to protect the engine and undercarriage from rocks and debris. This is a Lamborghini that can actually handle dirt roads, gravel, and yes, even snow. The camo wrap is a perfect fit for this build. It's not trying to be flashy. It's trying to blend into the wilderness while still being a $500,000 Italian super. It's like a special forces operator, transformed into a car pure tactical luxury. Underneath all that off-road capability, you're still getting a V10 engine with over 600 horsepower. It's still incredibly fast and sounds amazing, but now you can actually take it places other supercars wouldn't dare to go. Want to drive up a mountain trail? The Stirato can do it. Want to hit some snowy back roads? It'll handle them better than most SUVs. This is genuinely one of the smartest purchases in YoungBoy's entire collection. It's rare Lamborghini only produced a limited number of these. It's practical for the Utah climate, and it still has that exotic appeal. You get the flex without sacrificing the functionality. 5th place goes to the Stirato. This is where brains meet horsepower. Ranking number 4, we are moving into straight-up tank territory. Well, almost. We're looking at the blacked-out Brabus, Mercedes G63 4x4 squared, customized by Platinum Motors. This thing is an absolute monster. Let's start with the base, the Mercedes G. It's already one of the toughest and most capable luxury SUVs on the planet. Then, Mercedes created the 4x4 squared version, which means they lifted it, added portal axles for even more ground clearance, threw on massive off-road tires, and basically made it unstoppable. But then Brabus got their hands on it. Brabus is a German tuning company that takes already insane Mercedes vehicles and turns them into total beasts. More power, more aggressive styling, and more of everything. We're talking about an upgraded twin-turbo V8, a custom exhaust, and carbon fiber everywhere. To ensure it was truly a one-of-one, Platinum Motorsports blacked out the entire thing: the paint, the wheels, the trim, and the windows. This G-Wagon looks like it's ready to roll into a classified military operation. It's basically Darth Vader's daily driver. The 4x4 squared sits so high off the ground that you practically need a ladder just to climb inside. But that clearance means you can drive over anything: snowbanks, rocks, fallen trees. It doesn't matter. This machine is built to conquer any terrain you point it at, all while keeping you surrounded by full Mercedes luxury on the inside. Inside, you've got heated and cooled seats, a premium sound system, and all the tech you could ever need. But the vibe here is different. This isn't a car for a casual brunch. It's a vehicle built for making a statement. When this pulls up, people move out of the way. Given Utah's harsh winters and mountain terrain, this is arguably the most practical vehicle in his entire collection. It's luxurious, incredibly capable, and intimidating as hell. 4th place goes to the Brabus G63 4x4 squared, the ultimate intersection of luxury and military-grade toughness. Ranking number 3 now. Things are getting serious. At number 3, we have pure, unadulterated elegance. The Rolls-Royce Phantom, featuring a custom light green interior. This is the absolute peak of automotive luxury. There is nothing more expensive, exclusive, or prestigious than a Phantom. The Phantom isn't just a car. It's a declaration that you've reached the very top. This is the choice of billionaires, royalty, and heads of state. The starting price is north of $500,000, and that's before you even think about customization. Trust me, YoungBoy didn't leave this one stock. That light green interior, you won't find that in any catalog. That is bespoke craftsmanship, with Rolls-Royce artisans hand-stitching every piece of leather to his exact specifications. Even the wood trim is sourced from specific trees and finished by hand. Then there's the Starlight headliner, which uses hundreds of tiny fiber optic lights embedded in the roof to make it feel like you're driving under a clear night sky. The Phantom is powered by a massive V12 engine, but you'll barely hear it. The cabin is so well insulated that Rolls-Royce engineers famously claimed the loudest sound inside the car is the ticking of the clock. It's that silent. The ride is so smooth that you could balance a champagne glass on the dashboard and not spill a single drop, even on rough roads. Now, since the Phantom is rear-wheel drive, it isn't exactly the ideal choice for heavy snow. However, Rolls-Royce equips these cars with every winter-ready feature imaginable: heated everything and advanced traction control. But honestly, when you're in a Phantom, you aren't worried about the weather. You're worried about arriving in style. This is the car YoungBoy hops into when he wants to remind everyone that he's not just a rapper, he's a mogul. This is generational wealth on wheels. 3rd place for the Phantom, elegance personified. Ranking number 2, coming in at number 2, we have the crown jewel of Lamborghini's lineup, the dark orange Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. This is the final boss of naturally aspirated supercars. The SVJ stands for Super Veloce Jota, which is just Lamborghini's way of saying they made the Aventador as extreme as physically possible. This thing has over 770 horsepower coming from a naturally aspirated V12 engine. No turbos, no electric motors, just 12 cylinders screaming at over 8,000 RPM, creating one of the most incredible sounds ever produced by a machine. The SVJ features active aerodynamics, meaning the car adjusts its wings and flaps in real time to maximize downforce and stability. It even has 4-wheel steering, where the rear wheels turn slightly to help you carve through corners, with the entire body crafted from carbon fiber to keep it lightweight. This car is a technological masterpiece. That dark orange color is called Arancio Atlas, one of Lamborghini's most iconic shades. It's not too flashy, but it's definitely not subtle. It's aggressive without being obnoxious. It's the perfect look for what is essentially a street-legal race car. The SVJ was a limited production Rune Lamborghini, only made a handful of these, and they sold out instantly. Owning one puts you in an extremely exclusive club. This isn't just any Lamborghini. This is the Lamborghini, the final evolution of the Aventador before the brand moved toward hybrid POWERTRAINS. Is it practical for you? Absolutely not. This car hates snow, hates rough roads, and hates anything that isn't a perfectly smooth racetrack. But does YoungBoy care? Not even a little bit. This is the car you bring out on a perfect summer day when you want to remind the world exactly who you are. Second place goes to the Aventador SVJ Automotive, royalty at its finest. Ranking number 1, the Thron. Finally, we've reached number 1, the absolute king of NBA YoungBoy's collection. This is the vehicle that makes everything else on this list look completely normal. The Ripsaw EV3, the civilian super tank. Yeah, you heard me right. A tank. Technically, it's a high-performance tracked luxury vehicle, but let's be real, it's a tank, and it is easily the most insane thing YoungBoy could have possibly bought. The Ripsaw is built by How. Technology's right here in the USA. It's not a military vehicle, so it doesn't have guns, cannons, or missiles. Civilian Ripsaws are completely unarmed, but it looks like a tank, moves like a tank, and will go places that would literally destroy every other vehicle on this list. Instead of wheels, this monster runs on dual rubber tracks. That means it can handle snow, mud, sand, rocks, and swamps. Basically any terrain you can imagine. The suspension has long travel capabilities, allowing it to absorb massive bumps and jumps without breaking a sweat. It's powered by a high-output V8 engine with enormous torque, giving it the strength to climb over obstacles that would stop a normal vehicle dead in its tracks. Now, you might think a tank would be slow, but you'd be wrong. The Ripsaw can hit 50 to 60 miles per hour, which is incredibly fast for a tracked vehicle. For context, most military tanks top out around 30 to 40 miles per hour. This thing is quick, agile, and completely unstoppable. The Ripsaw perfectly represents NBA YoungBoy's mentality. He doesn't do things halfway, and he doesn't care about what's normal or expected. He wants the wildest, most extreme option available, and he has the money to make it a reality. Let me know in the comments which one you're taking if you could only pick one. Are you going with the elegance of the Phantom, the raw power of the SVJ, or are you going full send with the Ripsaw tank? Drop your answers below.